Fox Sage, a concept commonly explored in the what if and fanfic communities. A form of sage mode either derived from some sort of fox species, fox summoning, or even the Nine Tails. Today we're going to be going over the second concept, a race of fox summoning foxes or something similar to that exists within the world of Naruto. What if they had trained Naruto, and after becoming accustomed on how they work, he somehow creates a sage mode, merging a fox in human form with the help of nature energy? Well, that's the idea we're going to be going over today. Also, quick shout out to our members listed here. And yeah, this weekend I will be having a Discord Nitro giveaway on my Discord. The link to that will be in the description. And while you're down there, consider following me on Instagram, Twitter, or even TikTok, where similar things would happen. And yeah, this has been sixmysta. This is part 5 to What If Naruto Was a Fox Sage. And without further ado, roll that intro. So, last time we left off, we were busy with the Land of Waves arc. More accurately, we just were about to start the encounter, or second encounter, between Zabuza and Haku and the Naruto gang, or Team 7. So yeah, let's just start it off there. Zabuza and Haku would seemingly stand there for a while staring down Team 7, as something would encroach from their necks. Some markings spreading across their body. Haku would leap into the kids as he seems a little bit stronger than he did in their prior encounter. Last time, Kyu was able to greatly outmatch Haku to the point where she couldn't even keep up. But somehow she had gained this gap. She had crossed this gap. Like, I'm talking, she had been on Kyu's ass right now. And Kyu would struggle to keep up, forcing Naruto to join in as well. And at this point, it seems even. Kyu wasn't going all out, but going all out meant she had to reveal her other form, which wasn't such a good idea, at least for now. So her and Naruto would keep Haku busy for now, as Zabuza would start attacking Kakashi. Zabuza had the same markings and this time seems to outmatch Kakashi. Kakashi would have to use his Sharingan off the bat. Even though he did so last time, he didn't go all out. He only predicted Zabuza's movements. But now he's gonna have to know what they are. Exactly. There should be no room for flaws. If he does, he might just die. Sasuke, on the other hand, would lay back with Tazuna and help either group if they're put in a distant situation. But for now, nothing happens. With Naruto and Kyu fighting off against Haku, they would suddenly be trapped in a demonic ice mirrors, one of Haku's special jutsu under her Kekkei Genkai, or his Kekkei Genkai. He would leap from the mirrors, barely being able to be seen by the two shinobi, but they're able to sense what's happening. Maybe not see, but they could smell Haku physically moving from one mirror to another, the scent seemingly changing immediately. When they decide they can't handle this, Kyu would poof into a fox, as she would start maneuvering around every one of Haku's attacks. Previously, Haku was able to slice through them, slowly but surely. But now Kyu could keep up, at least seemingly. Obviously not being able to counter even once. But Naruto, he had another idea. He would once again create a new version of the Chidori, this time much different from the first. He would disperse lightning chakra from his body after going through hand signs, saying Chidori Dome, as it would actually hit Haku. Now with Kakashi, Kakashi's able to somewhat keep up with Zabuza, but it's not exactly that. He would look and he'd realize he's getting exhausted. This small encounter between them in hand-to-hand isn't working. Not at all. as he jumps back, going through hand signs, as he would yell Shidori Raikin, as he rushes towards Zabuza. You might know Shidori Raikin as another jutsu, but it doesn't really matter. As he would successfully land his first hit, Zabuza would have none of this, as he would yell out to Haku, "Do it now!" as both of them start morphing, their bodies changing. This is the second state of the curse mark, Zabuza would explain. The word curse mark catching Kakashi's eye. He remembers it all now. This is the same thing that happened to Anko, someone he had known for years. He had not expected Orochimaru to be here, but he would yell out, "If they have the curse mark, Orochimaru's close, team. Watch out!" With them trying to frantically look around as they cannot find Haku. As Haku would finally emerge from one of the mirrors, trying to gab at Naruto, he'd actually be hit. But now, he knows. He would start slowly morphing into a fox once again, smaller in stature. Obviously, he could take a larger form as a fox, and so could Kyu, but the smaller they are, the harder it will be for Haku to hit them. They would start channeling chakra, bursting around the mirrors, trying to destroy them, and only being able to merely chip them. They think. They know they have to use the lightning element if they want to keep up, both channeling it without even a word. Their coordination as a team was something else. As Naruto dives and does a flip to try and hit Haku, he'd realize something. He sees the bridge builder knocked out on the ground, but no Sasuke. He'd flash his eyes towards Kakashi as he not see him there either. He'd say, "Kyu, it's time. We can't hold back. Something has happened to Sasuke." Probably like Sensei said, Orochimaru, as he was able to blitz between two mirrors. Kyu would say, "Got you, Naruto," as she starts morphing into a bigger fox, bigger than the dome at least. It would shatter, sending Haku back. This is where the ultimate fight will begin. Kyu's true form versus Haku's second state curse mark. So, Naruto, he'd be chasing through the forest, following Sasuke's scent. He would feel another presence, probably Orochimaru. It reeks of snakes, and to his knowledge Orochimaru was the snake Sannin, indicating he was after Sasuke. Why? Most likely because of that accursed dojutsu. Sasuke, on the other hand, would have awakened his Sharingan once again. He would have been able to use the first Tomo, or maybe even the second Tomo, against Orochimaru. He was able to keep Orochimaru back for a while, but then Orochimaru got tired of playing, as he felt Naruto coming. This great presence and, the taste of death he would feel. He wouldn't feel like taking care of this, as he'd bite Sasuke while Naruto leaps through the trees, sinking down into the earth. Sasuke would scream out as he feels the burning of chakra sizzling on his skin. Naruto would land there just able to catch Sasuke before he fades out of consciousness, with Sasuke saying, "That bastard," as he fades away. Naruto, on the other hand, would look around the area. It had seemed that some giant animal had broken through the forest line. Sasuke had tried to defend himself, but it seems like he got hit, where he sees branches and a tree broken. He would have then seen Sasuke throw a fireball, obviously not firsthand, but he'd see the scorch marks in that cardinal direction. He'd see kunai in the ground, and even some paper bombs detonated nearby, so he knows a battle ensued. But he could also only smell Sasuke's blood, meaning this battle was one-sided. He would take Sasuke back as he'd see Kyu, who had been fighting with Haku in this time. Kyu had actually been able to keep up in speed now, as she had taken her true form. No longer bigger than the dome, but merely slightly bigger than a human, if I had to say so. She would be greatly outspeeding Haku, with Haku not really knowing what this is, for she had never fought a fox person before, or at least what she assumes to be some new transformation of someone like the Inuzuka clan, a dog-based clan. And as far as her knowledge, foxes were never a part of this. But she would eventually succumb, not being able to take on the lightning-empowered fox. She had lost her speed and stamina. Not even her jutsu was doing anything. The fox would use lightning style to break any senbon she threw. Any senbon she had even created with her ice. The dome wouldn't be enough since she could clearly break through that. So she had one last choice, a suicide move, but she would hear a whistle. This whistle was caused by Zabuza, who had been facing off against Kakashi. He had morphed his body and had somehow lost an arm after another taijutsu/ninjutsu exchange. Kakashi might not have been able to sense Zabuza with his curse mark empowered mist, but every time Zabuza would attack, he left a dangerous sound behind. This curse mark wasn't completely compatible with his stealthy style, Kakashi would think, as his eye would morph similar to Zabuza had. He would gain a kunai type shape within his eye, as he would slowly morph away pieces of ground and even pieces of clothing. He even managed to break the executioner's blade. But the most important feat was when he got rid of Zabuza's arm. Zabuza, not expecting to lose an arm, would have stood still, in shock that this had happened. The executioner blade breaking is something, but losing an arm, not even a shinobi could process that. As he screams out, Kakashi would activate his jutsu, the purple lightning, as he charges towards Zabuza, who had only let out a whistle. This would end in Haku appearing in front of Zabuza to take a hit, but now dead Zabuza appears. He would say, "Demon of the Mist Zabuza, Gato." Zabuza would reply. An exchange of eyesight, as Gato would start going on a rant about how he's weak, even kicking Haku's dead body, as nearly 1,000 bandits stood behind him. For a shinobi, those numbers are nothing. Even a genin could take out 1,000 civilians, Zabuza would screech. He had not gone down yet. He would look to Kakashi, a new passion burning in his eyes. Kakashi would do nothing more than nod, as Zabuza would rush into Gato's men. Gato obviously trying to get to the back, slaughtering every single one of them. Naruto was merely able to arrive to see this, as he'd say, the redemption of a character and the death of a villain. Zabuza would now lay on the ground, requesting one last thing of Team 7, for him and Haku to be buried. They may even take the executioner's blade as a trophy, with Naruto saying, sure. He would take the executioner's blade not for himself, but for his teammate Sasuke, who had lacked that extra edge. At this point, he was just becoming a copy-paste of Kakashi. Maybe this would be enough to break him from Kakashi's footsteps. But yeah, if y'all have enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. Maybe even leave a comment down below. Once again, as I said at the start of the video, we're having a Discord Nitro giveaway on the Discord, so make sure to go enter that. Link will be in the description. And yeah, this has been your boy Six. These videos are edited by our boy GameSteak, and the intros and outros were created by the Dragon Lord. So without further ado, roll that beautiful outro.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Subscribe for more. Yada yada does it.